Guys, welcome to the Little Craft Cave. Today I'm going to be doing planner layouts using the June Love from Lizzie kit. First of all, let me show you the amazing Love from Lizzie stamps that Lizzie designed herself. They're absolutely gorgeous stamps. It's great quality and they stamp absolutely beautifully. We have the gorgeous stars. We have this beautiful rocket. We have a bigger version of the stars. We have the gorgeous fireworks. We have some beautiful sentiments including this kit, so I've chosen the Let's Celebrate one for what I'm going to be using today. And then my absolute favourite stamp included in this is the absolutely beautiful bunting die. There we go, and I'm just going to show you a close-up of all those. Well, these are actually 4th of July themed. I want to show you how you can actually use them for gorgeous planner layouts. So for the first one, I'm going to do a July month layout, and these will fit in perfectly as obviously 4th of July. So I'm taking the pages from my Happy Planner for the month of July, and I'm just laying this down on my craft mat, ready to get stamping. So I'm going to use the banner die as a background. So I'm stamping some black memento ink onto this, using an acrylic block to stamp it down and make sure I get some even pressure. There we go. And I've got my 2 banners there. I then go on to stamp it down and do a 3rd banner up at the top, and I just loved how beautiful these stamp. And what's lovely, I then take the gorgeous stars and I just stamp those around just to give a little bit of effect on this layout, and it just, oh, I love these stamps. They're just beautiful and they're going to make a great addition to my stash. I then take the 4th of July sentiment stamp, and obviously I'm going to stamp this on the 4th of July. Now this sadly did smudge a little, which was my fault. So I've just taken some of the gorgeous Nouveau supplied in a previous Love from Lizzie kit, and I'm just going to colour in the rocket that I have stamped here. And again, I'm just colouring in using this into the black just to hide the smudges. I then take the white Nouveau and I put a line underneath here to cover that. I then use it to do a few dots around the stars, so I do one in white, and then I take the blue to do the other stars under the notes. And I just absolutely love the Nouveau drops. They just give a lovely accent to anything. I then use a beautiful fireworks stamp, and I stamp that over, again, the planner layout. And I love doing the month one because I don't put as much detail on it, so I tend to do this a little bit more decorative. It's quite nice to have a play around, and I'm not too worried about covering up the boxes here. I just take a party time, which is one of the sentiment stamps included, and a celebration because it's my friend's hen do that weekend. I then take one of the little rockets and stamp that down just to add a little bit of interest to the planner layout. I then take one of the vellum pieces and add a star on that day to recognise it's my friend's hen do, and then take the beautiful chameleon pen, put it in its chamber, and then it's just nice that when I'm colouring in I sort of get a different shades on these beautiful bunting, and it's quite nice. The chameleon pen, unlike my Copic or my Spectrum Noir markers, doesn't actually come through on the other side of my planner, which I found a massive bonus. So here I am just colouring them in one and the other, just giving a little bit of interest to them, and I just love the blue colour, and it worked beautiful with the green that was this planner. And that is the month planner layout finished. On to layout 2, which is a June week layout. So again, I'm taking the bunting stamp and I'm just stamping that down. I've then used some of the paper supplied in the kit and some washi to create some boxes and panels down there just to give a bit of colour interest. I then take the gorgeous peel-offs and I'm using them as an outline for borders instead of washi tape, and that's what I love about the peel-offs. You can use them for so many different things. And again, this beautiful blue colour just works perfectly with the colour scheme of the layout and with everything in the kit. Now these are quite fiddly, but what's great about them is once stuck down, if it's not quite right, you can move them about. But then once they are all stuck down, they stay. So I'm just doing a bit of bottom interest here because this is where I sort of tend to do all my YouTube planning in these ones. So I'm just using it to decorate these. I then take the rocket, small rocket stamp, and I'm using that almost like a note section. So it's almost like to bullet point that this is where I'm going to be doing some of my planning. So I'll take that and stamp it in all the areas where I want to do a bit of writing. I then take the star stamp, pop this on my acrylic block, and I then use this almost to make a background to them, and I think it's beautiful just the way it's stamped on. It gives a little bit of interest, but you can still write over it, and I just loved how these stamps turn out. And what was quite nice about these, you can colour them in or you can leave them black and it looked just as nice. And again, what's nice about stamps compared to stickers, you can use them over and over again. So I'm just putting a let's celebrate in here and there just to add with the theme of this layout. Just adding some stickers from my stash, just, you know, the boring stuff that we all have to get done, the jobs, the bins, things like that. Adding a little bit more bunting to add a little bit of colour to it. There we go, a knife and fork ready for my food planner layout. And what's great with Lizzie's kits, they coordinate with everything, so you can use just Lizzie's stuff or things from your stash, and they do complement each other very nicely. So I'm taking some yellow banners from my stash. This is just to write down my things for YouTube, my blogger, my plans, when I'm uploading a video, when I need to edit. I then take my finely blue pen and I'm just popping in all the little bits and bobs I've got to do on this particular week. And it is a busy one in terms of getting things ready for YouTube and things like that. So I'm just popping some notes down and some reminders. And I do like to plan quite far in advance. Please do go and check out the Amazing Love from Lizzie Facebook group. I will leave the link below. It's full of a group of amazing people there. And even if you don't subscribe to the kit, you can share ideas and you can see the amazing things that other people make. So please do go and give it a try. I will leave the links below. And I just absolutely love those fireworks, and it's great. So I write there things like my personal and my household, sort of hoover, polish, tidy, the boring things, when I need to film and take some photos of some things, food shopping and blog posts. And then it's my friend's wedding coming up, so I've got to do some prep for that, and I'm making some hen goodie bags, so it's just to remind me to pack those as the hen do is in July. And there we go, that is the planner layout. Thank you so much for watching. See you again next time.